Welcome back, friends. LostScarf here, and it's time for more Phoenix Wright. Ace Attorney, Justice for All is the second game, voice LP. The more we do this, the better we'll get at voices, I hope. The one thing is, like, if I ever do this professionally, the male voices, yeah, that'd be useful. The female voices, only for these LPs are they useful, because obviously, we're gonna have a lady do the lady voices if I ever get to do major stuff. So let's get going here. There's so many girl characters, I'm gonna die. Alright, go! It's time for the court case. Now for the trial. June 21st, 9:48 p.m. a.m. District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Hold on a second. What? Prosecutor Von Karma? You mean... No, I heard it's a successor this time. Successor? Hello, Starscapes. Manfred Von Karma? He was a really sinister man. He pulled all sorts of nasty tricks. Also, he could win. We get to see this guy. He was a man obsessed with the word perfection. He had a perfect record for 40 long years. Who knows what sorts of dirty tricks he used to get each of those guilty verdicts. And now his successor. I wonder what kind of person they will turn out to be. It's no good. Mystic Maya. Okay, who says Mystic Maya? Mystic Maya! It's Pearly! Alright. Pearly! You showed up. Thanks for coming all this way. I was really worried about you. Hey, Black. Hey, where's your mother? Didn't you come together? Didn't you two come together? Mother is watching over the Twainees. Should have said that better. Mother is watching over the trainees. She said they have twaining for 2 days straight with no breaks. Huh? Then, you came all by yourself? How does a kid that doesn't know how to travel, like doesn't know the outside world, get there? How did she get there? Yeah, I snuck out of the manor and followed a man. Don't tell me you walked all the way here. Of course not. I ran. This kid's great. I can't... Oh my. If it takes 2 hours by train... Oh man. Pearly? But what about the train? Huh? What's a twain? I give up. I give up. It's time, isn't it? I'm really scared. What if Von Karma tries to do something to me? At least I know Mr. Edgeworth would be nicer to me than Von Karma. Edgeworth? Mr. Edgeworth? Who is that? He's Nick's rival. Well, he's also a friend. He's dating the detective. Hey now! He ain't my friend! I still remember him as if I had just seen him only yesterday. A lot of callbacks for the first game, huh? Back the fudge up. Every trial was a scorching fierce battle until the very end. And Nick never lost. Hey now! Hey now! It was always back and forth with them, but when you're rivals for life... Maya! Please don't mention that name ever again. Huh? But why, Nick? I'm sorry, Maya. I fret you don't know. He's gone. And he's not coming back. What do you mean he's gone? What? Wait a second. What's that supposed to mean? Court will commence shortly. Please proceed into the courtroom. See Hella dead? Let's go! Now's not the time to talk about that anyway. Nick? I totally murdered him. He deserved it, I know, but I still feel bad. June 21st, 10 a.m. District Court, Courtroom number 2.
Court is now in session for the trial of Maya Fey. Are the prosecution and the defense prepared?
Oh, damn, it's a girl! Ah! And she does the thing! She does the thing that he does! Alright, well, she's getting voice Von Karma. No, she's not. She looks cute, though. What is with this girl?
Ahem, Mr. Wright, are you finally prepared?
Huh? Yes, Your Honor. Why does he always seem mad at me? Oh, okay. Let's voice Von Karma now.
Mr. Phoenix Wright.
I can't do that. I don't have that many girl voices left to use. I don't have any left, and this is domination girl. This is a girl that's gonna dominate. So what kind of voice can I possibly use for this that is in my toolbox? Having a German accent does not help me. Can't do Ava Braun. I can't do Ava Braun's voice. What do you want from me? Why is that the only German name I know? Mr. Phoenix Wright. What is that, Irish? Mr. Phoenix Wright? We'll find it eventually. Huh? You must be a little shocked because I'm a woman, correct? Hold on, so this kid is the famed prosecutor Von Karma? I am Franziska Von Karma, the prodigy. I see. I gave up a promising career in Germany and came to this country for one sole reason. Revenge. Oh my god, she's got a whip! She's got a whip! Oh my god! This is a chick that's gotta have a latex fetish, and a leather fetish, and the other material used in that kind of thing fetish. She's holding a whip! I guess it's a crop, but... Oh my god! Look, Daddy was a bad man. What do you want? Revenge? Is this about her father, Manfred von Karma?
If it's something of a personal nature, I'm sure you can...
Holy shit! Oh! I'm talking. Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh shit! Oh my god! Holy crap! If you interrupt again, my whip will do the speaking for me. Oh, please speak with your mouth like a normal person. I beg of you. Ah! Yo! Make no mistake, I will defeat you. Prepare to go down, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Yeah, she's allowed to do this.
Prosecutor Von Karma, the opening statement, please.
Checking? Yeah, I'm recording. Those of Von Karma blood have only one fate. And that is perfection. The defendant in my affair will find no escape from her guilt on my watch.
Very well. What is the defense's position?
Your Honor.
Does the defense wish to enter a plea of not guilty?
Yes. Foolish fool who foolishly dreams of foolish dreams. 10 minutes. I give the defense 10 minutes before it changes its plea. That's right. I'll have you running for the justified self-defense plea in no time. Justified self-defense? A plea usually reserved for when a person unintentionally kills in defense of himself. We could very easily make a solid case that it was self-defense, but she murdered the balls out of that man. The defense stands by the plea of not guilty, Your Honor. Because the plea justifies self-defense is to say you did kill someone. How many poses does she get? How foolish. If that's how you want to play, Mr. Phoenix Wright, then I shall now call the first witness. She's just as scary as her father. Like father, like daughter, I suppose. At least he tased me instead of whipping me. Jeez.
Dick Gumshoe, right.
Witness, your name and occupation?
Yes, sir. My name's Dick Gumshoe. I'm a detective at the local precinct. Ah!
Get to the point already. Explain to the court the details of this murder.
Yes, sir. If everyone would please look at this map. The channeling chamber has 2 windows. The channeling chamber has no windows and the door was locked shut. At the time of the murder, only the victim and the defendant were in the room. What were they doing in there? They were channeling a spirit, sir. Channeling a spirit? The look of disbelief on the judge's face is... Anyway, a few minutes after the channeling started, gunshots were heard coming from inside the room, sir. A few of the witnesses broke the door down and rushed into the room. And that's when they found the victim was already dead, correct? I believe this is one of the most open and shut cases I have ever presided over.
Law plans added to the court record.
So how was the victim killed? I was about to get to that, man. Pal.
Stop wasting my time, then.
Cause of death. He got murderated. The direct cause of death was a pistol shot to the forehead, sir. The shot was fired from point-blank range. But before the victim was shot, sir, he was stabbed in the chest. The wound was very severe, not even enough to cause instantaneous death. The murderer used the pistol to finish the victim off after the stabbing.
Where is the knife?
So the victim was stabbed before being shot. This is the victim's autopsy report, sir.
Alright.
The court accepts its into evidence. Mr. Wright, you may question the witness.
Time to press the man. Alright, here we go. Let's see how impressive I am. The murder weapon, Detective Gumshoe. Whose pistol was it?
It was the victim's.
The victim? Now, why would he have... That's her voice? Objection! Well, that's not coloring my voice. Why would he have a pistol? Who cares? The point that you are missing is whose fingerprints are on that pistol. If you're not already paying attention to that, then I suggest you start.
Fingerprints? There were fingerprints. Along with the victims, the defendant, Maya Faye's, were also on the grip, sir. So the defendant's fingerprints were left on the murder weapon.
I walked right into her hands there. Point blank range. Point blank, huh? So about how far away was that?
It was anywhere between 12 and 20 inches away.
And how do you know he was shot at point blank?
She gets so many animations!
Tisk, 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 Mr. Phoenix Wright. I grow tired of the foolish foolery of the foolish fools of this foolish country.
Excuse me?
Gunpowder burn.
Gunpowder burn?
When something is shot from point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole.
Gunpowder exploding is what makes a bullet fire, and that gets real hot, pal. And there were definitely some gunpowder burns left on the victim's forehead.
Wow, never knew that. Live and learn, I guess. Stabbed? And what was he stabbed with?
A fruit knife. I see. And whose knife was it? It looks like it belongs to Faye's, sir. And of course, Maya Faye's fingerprints are all over it. All over it, huh?
This does not look good. Ha ha ha. What will you do now, Mr. Phoenix Wright? You know, if she wasn't trying to kill us with her whip, I would consider a ship there. No, I would not. Maya and Phoenix forever. Forever. That lady and her whip. Forever. Okay, go. How severe was the wound?
If it had been half an inch more to the right, it would have been the victim's heart. After a stab like that, it's impossible to fight back, let alone stand.
This testimony makes Maya look like she had stabbed him with the intent to kill. He's really mad there. Are you sure he was stabbed first, then shot?
Yep, sure as sure can be. One look at the wounds and you'd come to the same conclusion too, pal.
A fool is a fool who will only listen to the foolish opinions of other foolish fools. A pistol shot to the forehead at point blank is certainly enough to kill instantly. Does it matter then which was first? Think a little more before you open that big mouth of yours, Mr. Phoenix Wright.
Ugh, what a pain. That's enough. We have clearly established how the victim was murdered. I brought the 2 murder weapons with me today. Very well, the court accepts them into evidence.
They're still at it. A knife at it. The date and time of death was June 19th at 3:15 p.m. Eyewitnesses claim to have heard 2 gunshots at this time.
And the 2 murder weapons both with the defendant's fingerprints on them? This does seem like an open and shut case.
Merci. That's French, huh? Naturally. This is going from bad to worse. As if the summary just now wasn't oversimplifying things to the extremes. Your Honor, feel free to slam that little gavel of yours. After all, there's no room left for doubt, is there?
That is quite true, Mr. Knight.
Yes?
Even in the face of all this, do you still wish to plead not guilty? It's the opinion of this court that if you do not adjust your plea, you stand to lose.
See, just as I promised, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You will change your plea in less than 10 minutes.
What will you do, Mr. Knight? Will you change to justified self-defense? Because now would be the time to do so. This is your final chance.
This is a huge decision. I'd better think this through all the way. Plead not guilty. I really thought about this. If we pled justified self-defense, we would basically be confessing to a murder. After the trial, Maya's life would be destroyed, and she'd be labeled a murderer. I can't let that happen. Your Honor?
Have you reached a conclusion, Mr. Knight?
The defense will not change its plea. We will accept nothing short of complete acquittal. Ah! You have sealed your fate, Mr. Phoenix Wright, detective.
Yes, sir.
Present the final portion of your testimony, the final strike.
Yes, sir. Now see here. Proceedings are run by... Ah! Oh, yes, of course. Go ahead, detective, and give your testimony.
I think the court would like to hear about the other piece of incriminating evidence. You whipped that out after? Son of a... Incriminating evidence.
Sorry, pal, but there's even more incriminating piece of evidence. This is the costume the defendant was wearing at the time of the crime. As you can see, it's covered in blood. The defendant attacked and killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back.
That's bad.
So this is the costume. There certainly is evidence of back spray of blood on this. This piece directly links Maya Fey to the crime, sir. I see. The court accepts this into evidence.
Maya's body changes whenever the thing happens. What if someone else was posing as Maya the whole time? And it was Maya sleeping in the side room the whole time, and it was
Innie dressed up as Maya inside. What if that's the case? And they put the fingerprints on Maya because they had the time to do that because the cops weren't there yet. Morgan got everyone out of there. Morgan could have set up all of this stuff. That's what could have happened. Innie could have gotten the revenge herself. This is my theory. Alright, Mr. Wright. Maya's fingerprints on both murder weapons and blood splatters on her clothes. Could this situation get any worse? Ha! What's wrong? You seem to be at a loss. I think this is the last piece of testimony the prosecution should have to offer. Feel free to soak off with your tail between your legs, Mr. Phoenix Wright. Please stop calling me by my full name, it's disturbing. Incriminating evidence. Yes. Why didn't you say so in your testimony earlier? You're kinda scary today, you know that, pal? Come now, Mr. Wright. There's no need for that kind of attitude in my courtroom. Alright, just please stop glaring at me like that. Oh, man. Maya's costume? Yeah, she was wearing this when we arrested her. Maya, she's wearing her channeling costume today, too. Is she not allowed to wear anything else? There's blood on the costume. Lab results show that it's the victim's blood. So there's blood from the victim on the defendant's clothes. Definitely not good. Ugh. Were there any other clues you could glean from this piece of evidence? Well... If you must change the topic, then the good detective here must testify again. But too bad, not enough time. Time to move on. Ah, yes, Miss Von Karma is perfectly correct. Even the judge is on her side. But if I bite off more than I can chew here, what should I do? Press! Why is Miss Von Karma suddenly putting up resistance? There must be a reason as to why she suddenly threw out an objection like that. There must be a clue somewhere on this costume. I must have to look harder. I just had to look harder. Mr. Wright? Miss Von Karma's logic is perfect. There's no way for you to poke a hole in it. Looks like my time is up. About the costume. There's one little thing. Your Honor. Actually, there is something very wrong with this piece of evidence. But what? What are you talking about, pal? Where's this problem? What you are talking about? I've come this far. There's no turning back now. The problem I have with this piece of evidence is here. A bullet hole! I asked the court to please take a look at the sleeve of this costume. The sleeve? There's a tiny hole here. A hole? But that wasn't in the report. Hold on. What's this around the hole? It smells faintly of gunpowder. Why are you smelling it, Judge? Gunpowder? No one ever told me! Dude, it's your job! Oh, that smells of gunpowder. It looks like I found the hole I was looking for. Your Honor, the only logical conclusion you can make is that it must be a bullet hole. Order! 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 This is a very grave matter. It's best we correct the court record first before anything else.
Maya's costume updated to have a bullet hole in it.
Sorry about that. I guess we messed up, sir.
Huh? Is she actually smiling?
What else is she hiding?
Pull yourself together, detective. That tiny hole doesn't change a thing. The strength of the evidence still holds. Continue with your testimony. That is just now was a fluke. Nothing more.
How can you say something like that? This is a huge oversight. While I agree it is a mistake on the part of the police, what Prosecutor Von Karma has said is true. The evidence still stands. If you do not find a more definitive problem with the evidence, then... No way! Detective Gumshoe, please continue with your testimony. Yes, sir.
Damn!
He wasn't fighting back? How do you know if he was or wasn't? We could find no evidence that the victim put up any sort of struggle, pal. So did the murderer have a fight with the victim or not? Depending on this, the circumstances around this murder change drastically.
Ugh, we're in real trouble now. If only I had something to prove that the victim did fight back. That Von Karma, she thinks she can decide the verdict with this testimony alone. I had to somehow find a critical contradiction and then I'll have her. Small fruit knife belongs to the Bears Maya's fingerprints. Murder weapon was Gray's. 2 shots fired. Bears Maya's and Gray's fingerprints. Eight inches off the ground is a small hole that looks like a bullet hole. Jesus freaking chick. Oh. Jesus. Prodigy. 18? She's only 18? That wicked face is not 18 years old. That is 20-something. That is a 20-something girl right there. Jeez, only 18? How old is Phoenix? Maya's only 18? Jeez, everyone's young in this game. Okay, Ah, crap, hit the wrong button. I meant to hit the other one. Okay, time to take a chance on this. Let's try the gun? Look at the costume again. No, there'd be no proof there. It's his pistol. How would he not fight back? Now I'm gonna lose points here. The witness statement is clearly faulty, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, but I can see nothing faulty.
Damn it.
Alright, so it's not the gun. Unfortunately, I will have to penalize you, Mr. Wright.
Damn. Okay, so the gun's not it. Like, I must be on the wrong track? How can you without a doubt?
I don't feel all intuitive right now as to what could be the answer here. Come save! Okay, let's see what sticks. Well, we're going down the line now. Okay, let's see here. The code itself again? What? Alright. Detective Dick Gumshoe. Yeah? Having you call me by my full name is kind of a weird feeling, pal. You said that my client killed a person who, without a doubt, was not fighting back. Yeah, I did. Now what, may I ask you, is the bullet hole you police overlooked supposed to mean? Oh, that. What does it mean? I'll tell you what it means. It means that the victim had fired off a shot. Is this what it means to not fight back? Oh, you're right. It would seem that way. Okay, that makes sense now. The shot was at her. If the victim tried to shoot the defendant, then it would change everything. Alright, the wind seems to be shifting. Huh. What is with that "are you finished yet" laugh? Are you finished yet, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Oh my god! Miss Von Karma? It seems that Maya Fey was shot at by the victim. However, that is only grounds enough to support a justified self-defense plea. That is correct. But I'm sure you remember, Your Honor, what the defense clearly said. They rejected justified self-defense and pleaded not guilty. Ah! Now that you... Why, that's right. Which means... the defense has yet to prove anything at all. No! Well, yes, that's true. Furthermore... just the fact that there is a bullet hole in the costume is not enough to substantiate even a plea of justified self-defense. Oh? How so? Ah! Don't just stand there. Hurry up and tell the court that what transpired that day. With the new information we acquired added in, of course. Oh, you mean by myself? You want me to put together the scenario by myself? Ah! Yes, sir. Right away, sir. What transpired? Jesus. During the channeling, the defendant saw her chance to stab the victim in the chest. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight back, sir. While the two were fighting, the victim took out his gun. The victim took a shot, but because they were too close, he missed. The defendant then picked up on the opening, took the victim's gun, and ended it. Alright. The scenario you have put together does make sense. Yes, sir. Well, Mr. Wright, just by listening, it does make sense. However, I won't give up that easily. Please refrain from glaring at me like that. Now then, your cross-examination, please. Press. There's quite a difference in height between Dr. Gray and the defendant. Add in body strength, and it seems unlikely the defendant could have stabbed the victim. Now that you mention it, yeah, I guess. Dang it. You think you can get away with such flimsy reasoning, Mr. Phoenix Wright? Maya Fey was in the middle of channeling, was she not? Huh? When channeling with the Korean channeling technique, the medium physically changes. With the nurse's build, the defendant could have easily been a match for the doctor. I don't believe it! She even studied up on the Korean channeling technique. Like I said before, I am perfect. About what you were talking about, I don't quite I didn't quite get it. Never mind. Let's continue with the testimony. Of course, the victim used the last of his strength to fight the back, sir.
So he was stabbed, but the stab wound didn't kill him.
But if you think about the blood loss, it was pretty bad.
How bad would you say it was?
Actually, I went to give blood the other day. And afterward, I felt a little lightheaded and dizzy. I guess the damage was maybe about 10 times the dizziness. Ah! Sorry.
Oh my god. Where in the world did that pistol come from?
It looks like the victim, Dr. Gray, had specifically bought it for that day.
But a handgun?
He got it off the black market about 2 days before the murder.
Why did Dr. Gray bring a gun? Was he taking precautions against something? So you're saying that the bullet hole in this costume was made then?
Sorry, pal, but that's what I think. The two of them were already fighting when a shot was fired.
Maya, I'm really glad you weren't hurt. Maya has never fired a gun before in her life.
The victim had already taken off the safety. With the safety off, even an amateur like you can fire it by pulling the trigger.
Even me, I wonder. Now do you understand? Avon Kama's logic is perfect. His testimony certainly makes us look very bad. But there's gotta be a contradiction in there somewhere. And uncovering it is going to uncover the truth. I can feel it. Okay. We pressed and pressed and pressed. I don't know. I have no clue. So, we're gonna scum save. How did I get so bad at this game? We're gonna scum save and present the knife? No. Alright. There it is. Missing the tiny hole on this costume will be the prosecution's undoing.
What do you mean, pal?
This little hole has actually created a huge hole in your testimony.
Explain yourself, Mr. Knight.
You said the two of them were fighting when the victim fired his gun at point blank. If that were true, then where's the gunpowder burn on this costume?
Gunpowder burn?
This is what you testified earlier. When something is shot at point blank, a burn area is left around the bullet hole. Oh! Right! Oh! Huh! But there is not a single trace of gunpowder burn on this costume.
That is a very good point. And what exactly does this mean?
It means that when the shot was fired, they were standing apart from each other. I'm disappointed, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You think you can punch a hole in my logic with that? With wishy-washy thinking like that, anyone can explain anything away. Then I implore you to disprove my line of thinking. Let's see. In the middle of their fight, the victim pushed the defendant away. And it was then, when they were separated, that he fired. How was that? As if that was even possible. According to testimony, the wound from the stabbing was very severe. The victim would not have had the strength to push the defendant very far away after that. What does that look about? What does that look about? She went for the chest defense! So what was that about? Well then, that's right. The defendant must have pushed the victim away. After stabbing him, she must have put some space between the doctor and herself. And then while she was preparing to strike again, the doctor took his shot. There, that should satisfy even you.
That does make an awful lot of sense. What do you think, Mr. Wright?
Why would you push away your victim? I must be careful. I can't afford to make a mistake here. Concentrate and think. Something doesn't make sense. There is a fatal flaw in her argument, Your Honor.
Fatal? Flaw? Whoa!
Very interesting. I would love to see where this flaw is. Show me something that contradicts my explanation. There has to be a snag in her explanation somewhere. She put some distance between them before rushing to make the final blow? And when she was about to strike, the doctor took his shot. There must be a piece of evidence that contradicts this line of thinking. Trying to figure out when this is gonna matter. I'm wondering when this is gonna matter. Like, I don't know. We're now going to save scummily just gonna put this up. This is the piece of evidence that destroys your logic.
What is that? A folding screen?
I would like to point the court's attention to the hole in this folding screen. Ah! Why does she do that? It looks like you already know what I'm talking about.
Who? Where? What? Mr. Wright, your explanation, please.
Are these two really that clueless? The bullet went through the defendant's sleeve first, then the folding screen. It passed through at a height of approximately 8 inches off the ground, which means... when the shot was fired, Maya, I mean the defendant, was not getting ready to strike. She was actually squatting low to the ground. Oh, that's logic.
Order! Order! This changes everything.
Please look at this diagram of the crime scene. The victim, Dr. Gray, was here when he fired the shot. And the bullet hit this folding screen. Yeah, if it's low to the ground, how else, yeah? It hit this location about 8 inches off the ground. At this time, the defendant was in this area. Around here. Somewhere around here. Uh-oh, the judge's face is scrunched like he just smelled some serious bad breath. That is, I mean...
Wait, I just realized I forgot to brush this morning. Excuse me while I freshen up.
Sure.
In the meantime, I want you to think things through again, Mr. Wright.
Damn it. Of course. Whoops. What's done is done. For now, I should focus on where Maya was at the time of the crime. Oh, it's over there. Shouldn't be over around here. Dave. Oh, this is gonna be dumb. I'm gonna be off by some weirdness. Like here? Somewhere around here. 7. Somewhere over here. Oh god, where the hell is she supposed to be? She can't be all the way over here. Why was she standing over there? She was. She was standing here, near the folding screen. Wait a second. We know the defendant was close to the ground based on the height of the bullet hole. But how can you gauge the distance from that? Isn't it possible the defendant was standing much closer to the victim?
That's impossible.
But why?
You, of all people, should know the answer to that question, Miss Von Karma. Your dad shot somebody. If she were shot from somewhere closer, there would be gunpowder burns present. However, there is nothing of the sort around the bullet hole of this costume.
Why does she do that?
Ah, just has to give herself a hug, I guess.
Curse you, Mr. Phoenix Wright. You...
I believe it has now been proven that the defendant was standing a ways from the victim when she was shot at. But do you think this has changed the defendant's situation?
It changes everything.
Honestly, Your Honor, this changes everything. The prosecution has claimed that the defendant was aiming to kill by stabbing. If that were true, delivering the final strike with the knife would be ideal. However, where and what was the defendant doing at the time? Squatting all the way by the folding screen? Exactly. If Maya Fey was the real murderer, why would she be by the folding screen instead of preparing to strike?
Yeah.
Upon further consideration, it does make very little sense. Yeah, I figured there had to be a reason. Figuring things out and proving the logic behind everything is your job! Ooh. Alright, with this, the rest of the trial should be in the Damn it! Last radius of disaster.
You are such a smart man, Mr. Phoenix Wright. To think that you've been able to take a completely hopeless case to this point. Now I know why Papa had a tough time with you. You amuse me.
Oh, jeez. Of all the things to inherit, why did it have to be that smarmy smile?
Detective? How dare you damage my perfect logic?
Oh, how is it all my fault?
You can start repairing your standing by first removing that 3-strand goatee. Oh, and rest assured, your punishment will come later. You know where.
Oh dear. Also, isn't it 4 hairs? Punishment? You know what she's into. You know what she's into.
Well then, Your Honor, I think I've had all I can take of this detective's face. I think it's time to call in the next witness.
Next witness? That's gotta be Lotta. Time for Gata Lotta. Very well. The court will take a 5-minute recess. At the reconvene, we will hear from the next witness. Beep. To be continued? Yep, there we go. Alright, that's it for this episode. Oh, snap. That sounds familiar. That's right, Lotta's back, Catnip. Alright, so that's it for that episode. I'm kind of fine with that voice for Lady Fawn Karma. I just... Damn. Another girl voice. Like, I don't want to play a game with only dudes, but oh my god, I have, like, what range with girl voices, right? Well, this is getting pretty interesting, so... If that's what happened, then my whole theory that body switch happened might not work. Why was she back there? And then she goes for the kill. Now I'm confused. But what's Lotta gonna have to do? How's Lotta gonna be useful? Because really, everything that just happened... I don't know. Good one. A lot of screen time. I don't know. I really don't know. But for now, that right there is the game. I had fun. Hope you're watching. That's what's all about, isn't it? Having fun. Thanks for coming by, and see you next time.